Let me take these headsets out to make sure I am heard. You heard? Let me make sure I am heard. Take these headsets out. Whoever that is just joined in, can you let me know if you can hear me clearly? Whoever just chimed in, please let me know if you can hear me clearly. I would greatly appreciate it. What's up, beautiful people? The being known as Shanice Starr. Coming all up in your space, my space, our space to interrupt the indeed programming taking place. Just giving a couple of invites really quickly. I am in motion. Okay. Whoever is there, can you let me know if you can hear me? Say, yes, I can hear you. We can hear you just fine, Shanice. And again, I'm asking because I am out and about in this beautiful, crisp weather and in motion. And I want to make sure that I am being heard. So I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds and then I'm going to come with the message. Trust that everyone is experiencing a super amazing Sunday, the day known as Sunday, the word that has been transformed into a day known as Sunday. These are indeed exciting times. These are indeed exciting times. If you're just chiming in, if someone could just say, yes, I can hear you, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, Shanice, I can hear you. It doesn't even have to be a full sentence. It could just say yes. It could just, you could just say yes. You can just say, I can. Some type of reply. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Doo-doo-doo. I am just going to walk until I get a response. All right, my Ange just chimed in. Ange, if you could let me know if you can hear me, that would be great. I've been asking that for maybe like the past 5 minutes. I tell you, effective communication needs to be a course. Hey, Mama. Liz, can you guys hear me clearly? Please let me know if you can hear me clearly. I keep asking that because I am in motion. I do not have my headsets in, and I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So if someone could say, yes, Shanice, gosh darn it, we could hear you. Please type that right down below. Type that you can hear me. And then I'll begin. Okay, thank you, Mother. Isn't that something? It would take my mother to be able to answer that. Thank you, Mommy. Appreciate you. And thank you so much, Liz. Thank you, thank you. Now we can begin. I didn't want to have this live and have no sound. So thank you so much for playing team. All right, so let me be clear, right? Let me get this right, you know. right? This is just an interesting dynamics, if you will, for me. It's always an interesting equation for me. Mommy said, yes, it's on delay, mommy, it's on delay. So let me get this clear, right? Let me get this clear. Let me make sure I got this right. Let me make sure my math is adding up. All right, so we grow up. And again, when I use the word we, if this doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you, right? Don't take something that ain't for you. So the key here is, or rather the equation is, so we grow up in households where there aren't the examples of healthier, I'm not gonna say healthy, but healthier, right? Male, female interactions. Like we grew up in a household where we do not have these examples. We may not see it on a consistent basis. We then go to school where classes aren't being taught necessarily, in most cases. I'm not going to say all cases because I don't know about all schools. Yet classes aren't being taught with regard to how to have healthier interactions with humans, period, but let alone the opposite sex, right? So we grew up in a household where we didn't see the healthy interactions. We went to schools, maybe churches, whatever the case, institutions that didn't give classes on healthier female-male interactions. Let's see what else. We we watch television, which in most cases we are not watching shows that are talking about healthier female-male interactions. Okay, so we're watching television all day long, watching videos, reading magazines that are not talking about healthier male-female interactions. What else? Oh, we're not around people who in most cases have healthy, good, solid interactions with the opposite sex. And, quick edit, I don't mean what people post about. I don't mean about the pictures that people post about, as far as that being evidence of a healthy interaction or relationship with the opposite sex. So we grew up in a household where we didn't have these examples. Also in the household, our guardians, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters possibly didn't even share with us how to interact with the opposite sex, to help us understand what a woman would want. Of course, every woman is different, yet you get my point. What a brother, what a male would actually want, how to respond to them, how to interact with them. So we didn't grow up with the examples, and we didn't have the information. We went to schools that didn't talk about it. We watched television shows that basically aren't giving us the imagery. We're not around people who basically have these health. And again, if this doesn't apply to you, then don't say, well, I do. Well, then obviously this message ain't for you, right? And then we don't plug into events. We don't plug into events or conversations, even after we have had this ill programming for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. We still choose not to participate in events to assist us with being better with how we interact with our counterparts, right? Male, female. And yet, we want to continue to have these interactions, relationships, situationships with people. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I just want to make sure I'm clear. That this is the equation that many people are operating off of, that we're conscious we didn't grow up in a household with the amazing examples. We weren't in a household where they basically had conversations with us regarding how to interact with the opposite sex. And as I mentioned before, not just about intimate, but just period. Your sister, your brother, your best friend. We went to schools that didn't talk about it. We went to institutions that didn't talk about it. Again, I'm not talking about institutions that maybe are speaking from their book. I'm not talking about religious books. I'm just talking about basic human interactions 101. And we're watching television all day long, on social media, and rarely are these healthy examples, images presented. And because of that consistent programming in that direction, we choose not to course correct. We choose to not consciously show up to forums and events that can assist us with being better in the interactions we continue to have. Isn't that something? Again, I just want to make sure I'm being clear. I want to make sure I understand how this equation is working. So that was all. I just wanted to be clear as I'm en route, right, to our build this afternoon. And it's always interesting to me, right? It's always interesting to me. Been putting in this work literally for 13 years now. And it's interesting, right? It's always interesting. As I say, connect the dots. It's clear as a sunny day why things are the way they are, why relationships and experiences are the way they are, because all we got to do is look at how and why people are the way they are. I consciously choose to assist people with the development of self because I am clear on the equation that it is the person that shows up in the relationship, in the business, in the community event, etc., etc. It's the person that shows up into the actual relationship. So hence, if you work on the person, by default, the relationship probably will be tended to. All right, y'all, that was it. I just wanted to be clear. It's the Being Known as Shanice Star officially chiming out. Peace, love, and light.